All right, folks, it's English Premier League here. We're on match week 23. English Premier League in the 6th, English Premier League in Toronto. Again, we're back with our content for match week 23, which is going to happen tomorrow, Saturday, and also Sunday games and Monday night football that we have. And by the way, if you're not familiar with this, this channel, we are basically talking about the English Premier League teams, the Premier League specifically, the top 5, the top 6 in the Premier League, and we touch bases with Champions League and some other minor leagues, and also we discuss about the video assistant referees. We actually upload the video content. We usually take it differently, but this time I think by Monday next week we'll start updating the VAR controversies, in case there's some controversies that happen in specific game that happen on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday night football. After Monday night football, then we'll review, we look into the VR video assistant referees, things that happen in most of the matches. But either way, leave that one aside. We are here on match week 23, so we'll be talking about the games that are going to be tomorrow, Sunday, and including the headlines, the game for Sunday, which is Arsenal vs Manchester United at Emirates Stadium. So that's going to be like a headline for this short video. And we'll also highlight about some few transfer news that had happened within the course of this week, and probably some speculations, some rumors, and everything in it. So I'm not going to take time. I just want to let you know exactly what's going on in England this coming weekend. Let's get into what we have here. Match week 20. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, just get into that one. It's so easy, straightforward. Just subscribe, listen, like, comment, and everything. Just put your opinions, and it's good. People learn from there, right? And there's your opinion and how you support your team. What do we have here? West Ham United playing Sunderland very early in the morning. That's early kickoff. In UK time is 2:30. Here in Canada it's 7:30 in the morning. It's a tough game. West Ham playing home. Sorry, Sunderland is a good informed team, so it's a good one, really entertaining to watch. And if you're free, just go there, watch, and see some fans. Some dramas happening in games like this. But I do see Sunderland sometimes. It's not easy, to beat them. So I would say Sunderland a double chance here. Burnley playing Spurs. Again, for Spurs fans, sad that Bagfall is away. He has undergone ankle operation injury, so he's not going to be available. Followed by Richarlison, like I said in my previous content last week, he will be out for 3 months. So it's going to be a sad news for you. But again, Burnley Scott Parker said everything's going to be okay, and his team is quite, they are fully fit, and they are ready to face the Spurs. So at Turf Moor. And this would be the good one, the good, good trial, good temptation for Spurs. And Fulham, in the West London, hosting Brighton, coming all the way from South Coast of England. And Brighton actually lost to Bournemouth, I think. Yeah, so last weekend they lost to Bournemouth, and it was a tough one to digest for them, especially playing at home. But again, Fulham also at Craven Cottage, they're a good team. You can't really debate in there. Sometimes they might lose a game, but obviously to teams like Brighton, like middle teams, it's not easy for them to beat Fulham at Craven Cottage. But yeah, it's a fascinating game. So these are all the games that are on the Gold Rush. Then we have Man City versus Wolves Wanderers. This one also is for your information again, Man City fans, Mark Gay is present after being rested in the Champions League game. He didn't play actually the Champions League game because he had to undergo some documentation, sign some documents, get familiar with the club, go to the training ground, and get everything prepared, and again, you have to travel from London to Manchester all the way northwest England to settle in their different life. So it was taking long, but I think he's present, and that's what Guardiola said. He's present, and he could face Wolves tomorrow. So that's an Etihad Stadium. That's a Monday rush. Gold Rush games, 10 o'clock. Then we're going to close Saturday with Bournemouth playing Liverpool. Tavernier is absent from that game. So Max Tavernier for Bournemouth is going to be absent. He's not going to play that game. He's injured. But for Liverpool, I think most of them are all present. There's probably a KTK, but I'm sure Liverpool, Salah is back too from AFCON. So for Liverpool, it's going to be a tough one after that disappointing draw with Burnley 1-1. It is tough to digest, but I think they are going to do something well here. So Bournemouth, Liverpool, that will close the games for Saturday. And then on Sunday, Super Sunday, so what we have here, we start with Brentford playing Nottingham Forest at home. Again, GTEC Stadium, this is tough, but again, Nottingham after that, draw, like a successful draw actually with Arsenal, like a 0-0 draw. That was so tough for Arsenal, but for them, they were happy to secure 1 point and go home with 1 point. they're coming to GTEC Stadium. I still fancy Brentford to win this game, no matter what happened. I still fancy Brentford to win this game. Nottingham can't do anything here. Palace playing Chelsea. It's a London derby here. This one is so tough, but I know Chelsea has been a team that has been, consistent whenever they play teams like Crystal Palace, especially the teams like Crystal Palace and Spurs in London. Chelsea know how to bring these teams down, no matter what happened. Even though like the players didn't eat food, Chelsea players didn't eat food. It's still they will win a game. So I still fancy Chelsea to win this game against Crystal Palace. But it's a derby; anything can happen. So let's look into that one. Again, it's a goal rush. Then in Newcastle United playing Aston Villa. By the way, for Newcastle United fans, Bruno Guimaraes, your captain, he's in doubt. I don't think he's going to play. I'm not sure, but that's what Eddie Howe said something about it. So we'll look into that again. He will assess the players this evening and see if they're going to be available tomorrow, Saturday, if they're going to be available for Sunday. Game at St. James Park, and they are playing Aston Villa, which is it's another problem too. It's a chaotic game. Actually, it's an interesting game. Among all these games, I would definitely watch Newcastle and Aston Villa and not watch Crystal Palace and Chelsea. They are all good games, but I would go for Newcastle and Aston Villa. This is a tough one, Then we close the Sunday with Arsenal vs Manchester United. We'll also listen to the availability of the players from the coaches. Mikel Arteta saying something about the game and the players that are available. And Michael Carrick will also say something about the game and the players that are going to be present in that game at Arsenal. So that's the closing match of the Sunday. Then on Monday, January, which is the Monday Night Football, we have Everton vs Leeds United. Jack Grealish is going to be away for Everton. Just an information. Jack Grealish is away. I don't know for 2-3 weeks or 4. He's undergone an injury, so he's going to be away. I don't know 3 months. I think it's 3 months. Yeah. So Everton, Leeds United, this one is a tough. It's really, Everton is not consistent, even playing at home sometimes. So Leeds also, you cannot stop my guy. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin is a good player. Really, like somebody who's been like on form right now. So you can't stop him no matter what happens. He finds a way out to score goals. So it's a warning to Everton players down there. You got to be watchful for Calvert-Lewin. So this is the Monday Night Football. Like this wrap the week, match week 23 with Everton and Leeds United closing the game. So what do you think about it? Tell me your predictions. How do you look at these, fixtures, and tell me your prediction. And also, how do your team, how prepared is your team, and how ready you are to face your opponent coming this week. And you put likes, comments, and subscribe on this content. I just wanted to say something about simple info for Chelsea. I think Liam Rosinia in that game against Crystal Palace, he said. Liam has provided a positive update on Enzo Fernandez, Jamie Giddens, and Cole Palmer and Stephen William ahead of Sunday trip to Palace when facing the media on Friday afternoon, which is today. So I do believe Cole Palmer is going to be present. I'm not sure about Jamie Giddens, but Cole Palmer is going to be there. Estefao as well, probably. But Enzo Fernandez has some doubts in it, but I think it's going to happen. So that game is going to be a crazy one. But like I say, Rosinia, the new coach, I think Palmer is going to be present down there. And on transfer news, we have Nottingham Forest. They have signed Luca from Napoli. Actually, he's a good player. They signed him on loan. This guy has been, a player just in the bench at Naples. He's never been like used frequently, but now I think it's okay. Now I'm really happy. Nottingham Forest is pleased to confirm the signing of Lorenzo Luca, who joins from Napoli on loan, with the club holding an option to make the deal permanent in the summer. Obviously, ever since the Chris Wood things, they never had like a consistent striker who could play in that position. So after the Chris Wood thing, they have been in chaos. They don't have like a number 9 who can lead the team and score goals. So it's a great step. I'm happy that they signed this guy Lorenzo Luca. It's a good Italian player who could do something well. So I do hope and I wish him the best coming all the way to England, to play in this jersey, Nottingham Forest jersey, and support the team and support the cause of the team. So yeah, that's an update from Nottingham Forest. Again, this is a recap. Gehi ready to make debut against Wolves. That's what Pep Guardiola said. And let's just say something about Michael Carrick press conference. Okay, let's listen to Michael Carrick and maybe probably Arteta. Let's take a look at what Arteta says about the injuries and who are the players that are available to face Manchester United at home. Listen.
Yeah, back on the training pitch. Are they ready for Sunday?
Yeah, we have still another training session, so we'll see tomorrow after that to assess everybody and make the decision first of all in the squad.
No fresh injury worries from the Inter game?
No, after Inter we had no issues reported.
Just on a selection headache that you might have now, and a welcome one, I'm guessing, with Gabriel Jesus and Victor Gyökeres and the returning Kai Havertz. something that you wanted maybe from the start of this season, isn't it?
Yes, we were waiting for that, and with the amount of games that are coming up, they are going to have opportunities and minutes, obviously. So great to have them back, and especially to have them in good form.
I've asked you this before about Victor, actually. In that,
Yeah, for Arsenal, all the strikers are pressing right now. There's nobody's away. All the strikers are pressing. As you can take a look at all these players here. So Victor Gyökeres has been starting for Arsenal frequently. So it's not something that's going to be new for Arsenal. And Jesus impressed well in the Champions League at Inter Milan. So he has also that high chance of saying, you know what, I need to start. And Kai Havertz is back from injury. I definitely know Kai Havertz is not going to start this game, but if there's going to be a chance, maybe they will give him probably 10 to 15 minutes to play against Manchester United. So the only doubts for Arsenal would be Hincapié and Calafiori. But again, Arteta will assess them on Saturday. So we don't know whether they're going to be present or not, but Arteta is going to assess them on Saturday. So for Arsenal fans out there, Hincapié and Calafiori, possibly they could be available, but we're not sure though. So that's from Mikel Arteta. Manchester United, Michael Carrick, what do you say? And let's see also what Michael Carrick says about United players here. A shout out to Football Record for giving us this clip.
I'm not going to tell you the team first off, but
any injuries?
no, everyone came through the game really well actually. I mean, I can't say anything apart from the obvious. You know, it's been a good week. I think it was a big result, big performance, and a big kind of big uplift. You know, with the feeling and inside the stadium and it's getting that balance. You know, between taking the encouragement and the confidence from the game itself and the performance, and keeping level-headed and with feet on the ground. Now we've got another big game coming up, and one game doesn't change and make you a great team. It gives us a great foundation.
Yeah, for Manchester United, I think this is like a lot of feedback on what had happened between them and Manchester City. But all I would say is that Manchester United, everyone is available. Even those guys who went for AFCON, they all came back by then and they played. You saw them playing against Manchester City. They are all fully fit. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm not going to be surprised, really. Anything can happen in this game. But I do think Arsenal has an upper hand to win this game. By all means, because if you really want to win this league, you have to play these kind of games with Manchester United and you have to show them dominance and you have to win these games. Man Utd, on the other hand, also want to fight hard, to get into top four. This is the most interesting part of it, that United will not easily give in because they also need to get into the top four Champions League spot. So this is going to be like a tough game, and it's a must watch for everybody. Even though you're an Arsenal fan, Manchester United fan, Liverpool fan, Arsenal and United fans, all of them are going to watch this game. But Liverpool, Chelsea, you're going to watch this game. It's more interesting, really, and this could determine the fate of Arsenal, whether they are really into this league or they are not into this trophy. We'll look into that, but again, like I said, they are tough players, really, like coming one-to-one on each other. Good battle in the midfield, defense, striking force. Manchester United striking force is like dangerous, counter, and everything in it. So give your opinions. What do you think about it? I want you to drop your comments, like, and subscribe to this channel as well. Tell us who do you think is gonna win this game and who's gonna and how the squad, and not the squad, but how the table is going to look like at the end of the day, which is Sunday at the end of the game. So again, like I said, look into it and give us your opinions. Do not forget to comment, subscribe, and also like them. And if you like this kind of content, then just be aware that there's going to be a lot of them coming in. And again, on Monday, probably Monday or Tuesday, you're going to listen into VR also content that is going to come. We just assess the VR situation for the games, the 10 games that happened between Monday and Saturday. And again, you give your opinions if we still need video assistant referee to be there, or video assistant referee has been spoiling the morale of the games and everything. Anyway, guys, that's it so far. EPL in the 6. If you're not familiar with it, again, it's EPL in the 6, English Premier League in the 6. That's 6 in Toronto, so English Premier League in Toronto. Subscribe, like, and comment, and tell us who do you think is going to win. Is it Arsenal or Manchester United? United fans, put your comments below. Arsenal fans, put your comments below. Other than that, guys, and the rest of the teams, I wish you all the best of the luck and happy weekend. Enjoy and stay safe. If you're around in Ontario, guys, it's so cold here. Winter, negative 50 degrees. Not easy to get out at the moment. It's a crazy one here. But anyway, all of you guys, happy weekend, success, and have a blessed ones with your family members and everybody around there. Till Monday, I'll see you. Have a good one. Bye.